I know this one stirred up a lot of heat. Some viewers assumed I was just mocking someone for being unintelligent, but the truth is, I wasn't wrong to suspect there was more to it. Sure, he makes plenty of questionable moves, but his so-called stupidity was partially a calculated act. The real kicker? He managed to negotiate probation for multiple serious charges, including a level 5 drug felony. That alone proves there's a strategy behind the chaos. So, let's dive in and break it all down.
I guess I'll represent myself.
Okay. You understand that if you can't afford to hire an attorney, one would be appointed for you.
I don't know what he would do for me.
All right. First, sovereign citizen checked off. The guy scored a favorable plea deal, then skipped out on probation, which got revoked, and now he's staring down the possibility of serving his full sentence. Next up, we're diving into the hearing for one of the most infuriating sovereign citizens I've ever covered, Albert Hicks.
Mr. Walker, you've been arrested for violating your probation with community corrections because it appears from the date you were sentenced, you may have never reported to them. You have a $10,000 cash or surety bond. Do you want the court to consider appointing an attorney for you?
Okay.
I don't know. They never noted on any of these docket sheets who your attorney was.
I don't have an attorney, ma'am.
He's never had one, Judge.
Huh?
He's never had one.
He entered a plea to a possession of methamphetamine, level 5 drug felony without an attorney. Is that what you're telling me?
Yep.
August 2nd.
Well, do you want an attorney now?
Well, I don't know. I don't know why I need one. I'm charged with probation violation.
Yes.
Is today a show cause?
No, it's to advise you of why you're here,
Oh, okay.
what your bond is, and give you a court date, an evidentiary hearing date, which is July 26th at 2:30.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily need an attorney.
Okay. All right. You have a bond. Go ahead and fill out a waiver of counsel, if you will, and put it in the. We'll file it. File.
Yeah. But I'm not going to sign anything though. I'm not going to sign anything.
Well,
yeah.
I don't think the court can do anything with you if you don't waive counsel or have somebody appointed, one or the other.
I don't.
When is the last time that you worked?
About a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago.
All right. How old are you?
How old am I? I'm 60. Whenever they first brought me in here, that's the last time I worked. Whenever you all started arresting me for driving on a suspended.
Okay. Well, I'm going
to little over a year ago.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and appoint Jim Watts as standby counsel. If you don't want him, you don't have to use him, but he'll be around and be available for you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'll take counsel, no doubt.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Oh, representing yourself? That's ambitious. Let's see that bar number on the record, because without it, you're not a licensed attorney in Michigan. Sure, you can go pro se, but don't call yourself your own lawyer. If you really were, the court would have already slapped you with sanctions for everything you've pulled so far.
Let's go with Albert Hicks. Albert Hicks. How he got on my docket, I don't know. This is the city of Detroit versus Albert Hicks Jr. appears for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. On behalf of the defendant, state your full name, Mr.
Albert Heimer Hicks, and no one is to speak on my behalf.
Okay.
I'm my own attorney.
No, that's not how it works. You have a constitutionally protected right to a jury trial, not some free pass to pick between a jury or a bench trial. Any competent attorney would know that. Now, we're moving to the final stretch of Judge Perkins' docket, where Mr. Hicks is about to face the conclusion of these charges. And I mean just these charges.
You don't practice to practice law, and you've been practicing law over the bench.
You say I have been?
Would you like to litigate against me?
I'm not litigating anything against you.
Okay, you have been practicing law across the bench since we started this. And I'm
Okay.
challenging jurisdiction today.
Okay. What do you want to do, Mr. Hicks? You want a trial date or you want the offer that's in the back?
I'm challenging jurisdiction.
Okay, put it in a motion.
I don't have to put it in the motion. I don't have to put it in the motion.
If I say you do, you do.
No, you don't have the right to do that. You don't have a Congress number. You don't have delegated authority to do that.
Okay. All right, well,
I'm
trial
challenging
date,
jurisdiction.
trial date, I'm denying, what is your motion? You're challenging my jurisdiction?
I'm challenging everybody's jurisdiction because you have none.
Okay, so
Honor your oath of office, please. Honor your oath of office, okay?
are we going to sit here and debate those
It's not a
positions?
debate. It's my constitutional right. It's my constitutional right.
You think so?
I
Okay,
know
so
so. Are you violating my constitutional rights on how you deem them to be?
no, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
And then please don't have me file for Title 18, 242.
Please do.
Okay, I have a
Please.
transcript from all the other times I talked with you because you've been practicing across the bench for the longest.
Okay, so what are you gonna do today, Mr. Hicks?
Challenge jurisdiction
And how are you challenging that?
because you have no jurisdiction. You have the burden of proof is on whoever assessed the jurisdiction. Who's the assessor of jurisdiction?
I am, in this case,
Okay.
and I deny that motion.
Why you
If
denying
that-
the motion? Because you don't have.
Even
You don't
if
have.
that is, so Mr. Hicks, you're a grown man.
Citation needed.
Let's have a few seconds. Wait a minute. Let's have a few second conversation, okay? Now
Okay.
let's get this straight. I'm running this show, okay? So if I'm gonna allow you to talk and say what you have to say, you're talking about challenging jurisdiction right now. That's what the discussion is. I say I have jurisdiction. The court rules say I have jurisdiction. The Constitution of the state of Michigan say I have jurisdiction. So I'm denying. No. Don't talk while I'm talking. I'm denying your motion as far as you contesting my jurisdiction. Okay? So take your hood off, please. So other than that, what else do you want? How do you want to proceed now moving forward?
I motion to dismiss.
I'm denying that motion. Okay, let me ask you this. What basis are you denying the motion to dismiss?
Because no crime, a bill of attainder, no injured party. I told you all of this at the beginning, and you denied everything. You practice over the bench.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you two options.
As a matter of fact, hold on. Give me a minute. You even went through a 10 and 3 because you started threatening me. You remember that?
No, you were the one, wait a minute, you were the one, Mr. Hicks, that said, oh, you can say all that while you're on the bench. That's what the court rules are. You gotta follow.
No, it's not. Then show me those rules. Let me see those rules. Send those rules to me.
I don't have to show you anything. That's all public
Oh,
information.
you're acting tough now? You're acting tough now? Behind the bench?
Mr. Hicks. Let's not go there, all right? Did you say that last time?
Do you have the transcripts? Yeah, I said it. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I thought about that.
I don't even have a license.
I thought about that. Listen, this whole
have license to practice law. Come on, the jig is up. The jig is up.
All right. So now the jig is up with you. So I'm not letting you say any more about this. I'm denying your motions. Now I'm going to give you two options. The first option is you can either take the deal that's in the file, or we can. Oh, okay. Don't talk while I'm talking.
I tell you what.
Don't talk while I'm talking.
A few minutes. I got your paperwork ready. I got your paperwork ready. You really want to
talk?
You really want to do this?
All right. Now I'm going to give you one more time to interrupt me. If you interrupt me again, I'm going to hold you in contempt of court. Okay. All right. So the other option is we set a jury trial, and we've set the jury trial. I'll give you motion dates where you can have the dates and you can put all of your stuff in writing that you want before the court. And I'll make a date on that date. I'll make a date when I'll rule on those motions. So do you want the offer or do you want the jury trial date and the motions dates?
I thought that the trial was up to me, whether I have a bench trial or a jury trial. It's not up to you.
No, it's not up to you. I'm giving you, everybody has a right to a jury trial.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to allow you to exercise that jury trial right. I'm not going to sit here and entertain a bench trial for you. Let a jury of your peers determine your innocence or guilt.
Why would I do that?
How?
I have the right to either or. You're not the one.
No, you don't have a right to. No, you don't have a right to either or.
Yes, I do.
I know a lot of you might not like this outcome, but hear me out. I don't mind a system that demands strict proof for a guilty conviction. Personally, I'd rather a few guilty people slip through than see innocent people locked up. And if you know anything about me, you know I don't leave you hanging. That's why I've got this clip from Judge King's courtroom, where Albert Hicks is facing a domestic violence case involving his long-term partner and mother of his 2 children. Watch his expression closely as she testifies at the probable cause hearing. It says everything.
All right, I'm moving on.
All right, move on.
You didn't answer my question, so I'm moving on. And I'm going to put you out. Or at least mute yourself. All right, let's do this and let's go back on the record one more time with Mr. Hicks.
For the record, Your Honor, Diachiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. This is the date and time set for a final pretrial in this matter. Your Honor, I did subpoena my officers to be here today for the final pretrial, and I do not see them here today.
Remove your hat, please. No drinking, please. Treat this like you're in the courthouse. Remove your hat, please, Mr. Hicks. All right. What are we going to do? The officers were supposed to be here today. I'm only dealing with SB 1442547, counts 1, 2, and 3, SB 144-27651, and SB 5008721. I'm only dealing with those matters. And the officers are not here. So we're going to make this easy. And now, what I don't appreciate is, I thought about that comment that you made that last time basically you're almost like a little lightweight threat that you had toward me, saying that, oh, I'm only doing this, I'm only this way because I'm being protected by the bench. That's absolutely not. I'm the same way 24 hours a day. Okay? So let's get that straight. This robe has nothing to do with me as a man. All right, I'm going to dismiss the cases because no officer appeared.
I would like to collect my costs and fees.
Pardon me?
I would like to collect my costs and fees for having to defend myself.
I don't want to hear anything else you have to say.
Oh, beautiful.
All right, bye.
On his face as she testifies against him at his probable cause hearing.
Is that Mr. Albert Hicks? Yes. Okay. And how do you know that person? He was my partner, and he is the father of my children. Okay. How long were you guys partners for? 14 years.
All right. First, sovereign citizen checked off. The guy scored a favorable plea deal, then skipped out on probation, which got revoked, and now he's staring down the possibility of serving his full sentence. Next up, we're diving into the hearing for one of the most infuriating sovereign citizens I've ever covered, Albert Hicks.
For the record, I've made this special dissertation under duress pertaining to the matters of Jonathan Troy, Faifole, Somalia, Toa Schuster. For I am beneficiary, I am sovereign, I am man, the flesh lives, the blood flows. I am a non-U.S. citizen, American national. I am sui juris imperfecta persona. I reserve all rights. I do not understand the status, and so I ask you, ma'am, what is your name? What is your nationality, and what is your status?
I'm Judge Grant. I am a citizen, and I'm the judge in this court. You are here subject to appropriate jurisdiction. So you are here for an arraignment. You've been charged with a crime. Today, you will be asked to enter a plea.
Ma'am, I object because a citizen cannot sit a bench, ma'am.
So I'm going to go through the information. It looks like you have been charged with driving with a suspended license, driving without a required ignition interlock device, refusal to comply, not having proper registration on the vehicle, expired over 2 months. And then there was also a driving violation. Wheels were off the roadway. Last two are infractions. So,
ma'am, jurisdiction cannot be proven unless status is established. You have not established status. And so if you cannot do that, I challenge the jurisdiction. And if jurisdiction cannot be proven, I move to dismiss this case with prejudice.
that would be denied. So I am going to, at this time, review for probable cause.
Object. Again, I challenge the jurisdiction, and jurisdiction must be proven.
It's not going to happen today.
Jurisdiction must be proven.
To hear the charges, and I will be reviewing for probable cause, and then we'll make a determination as to whether or not you will remain in custody. And I will hear from the prosecutor as to that.
And if you violate my rights even further, ma'am, as well as the officer and the sergeant.
Even though Mr. Hicks may have dodged some charges today, his days of unrestricted, unmonitored freedom are clearly numbered. Next, we head to Washington, where we encounter an actual American national by birthright. Someone who mistakenly believes the law simply doesn't apply to him.